What's going on, y'all? So here it is. I have my one blade right now, putting in my first initial guideline outside of my balding line, and just making sure we're following that original shape that we have made with the balding line. Now I'm putting on my 1/8 blade. Now you don't want to go too high up with the 1/8. That 1/8, I'm basically just hitting the bottom of the base of that one blade that we just set in, because I don't want my fade to go up too high, and I want to keep it as dark as possible along the sides, along the process in this blend. Now we're utilizing the OA blade. Now that OA blade, as you can see, I'm pointing out, this is what we're trying to get rid of. We're not cutting up too far. We're making sure that we're going past that line, but not too far past that line. Flick out, again, it's all about the flick out motion. And if it does not remove that line completely, you can always come right behind it with your 000. That 000, which we initially put the balding line in with, is going to remove anything else that's within that line of demarcation, which is your guideline. And you just use the corners of that blade. Now, utilizing your 2 blade to not only debulk on the sides, on that parietal ridge, but you want to utilize your 2 blade to create shape for your fade, to create shape for the finalized style of that particular client. Now this client, he wears his hair in curls, so that's why I want to utilize that shape and not cut too far into the bulk of his hair. Now I'm utilizing my 1.5 blade and starting to blend down. Now that 1.5 blade is going to blend, and that transition is going to be clean. It moves clean into that 2 blade that we originally set in to create the shape for our fade. And at 1.5, make sure that the hairs of your blade, with whatever blade that you're utilizing, make sure you're going through the hair smooth, clean, multiple times, so that you get every single hair within that desired area down to that desired length. Now with this 1/8, that 1/8 blends into that 1.5, and now this 1 blade blends into that 1/8. We're just doing some cleanup work. We're just, fixing some details within the fade. The fade itself is already completely done, but we're just seeing minor little things within the fade. So now I'm utilizing my 2 guard. Now my 2 blade is different from your 2 blade on your detachables. Your 2 guard, again, not only am I still kind of softening up the bulk on that parietal ridge, but I'm also creating shape, keeping that initial shape that we started out with in the beginning. And I'm coming right behind that with my 1.5 guard, softening up that weight line you see right there within the details on the bottom of that line. You can see it's starting to soften up, and we're gradually making this contrast from the skin to the darkest part of the hair, the bulk of the hair, making it come together as best as possible. So now, just to do some little more cleanup work, some little details within our blend, I'm utilizing my 1 guard to soften up little areas. I'm opening and closing my lever, just adjusting to the fade, adjusting to different parts of the head, oddly shaped within the head. There is some indentations in his scalp, so there's going to be some little darker areas you might find on different people's heads. So you're going to have to pay a little bit more attention to those areas. So with this 0.5 guard, it's kind of finishing off the blend, seeing whatever little dark areas I see in there, and I'm utilizing my comb to make sure I stretch those hairs completely out as much as possible, so that we can get that nice, perfected, desired look. Now I'm utilizing my thinning shears, which are also called texturizers. Now with these, this is softening up the blend, it's hitting little details. It's a precision cut